The road to redemption cannot be paved without recognizing the significance of Jesus' perfect life as the Son of Man. Jesus' humanity is perhaps the most often overlooked part of the redemptive story, but it is far from insignificant. Jesus' title as the Son of Man shows his preeminence above all creation. He existed before the creation of man, and now he humbled himself by choosing to take on the form of a man. God became like us, stepped into our timeline, into our limitations. The Creator in the likeness of the created. Jesus, the Son of Man, came to this earth wrapped up in the same flesh that you and I bear. But while our flesh holds us in chains bound by the effects of the curse, Jesus led a perfect life in spite of his flesh. He maintained every bit of his godliness equally within his humanity. Does this mean that Jesus, holy God and holy man, does not feel the effects of the skin he wore? By no means. Jesus knew hunger and thirst. He fasted for 40 days in the wilderness. Jesus knew what it was like to be tempted, yet he did not yield to the wiles of the devil in the desert. Jesus knew heartache. When he heard the death of Lazarus, one of his dearest friends, Jesus wept, though he himself would be the one to call the breath back into Lazarus' lungs. Jesus knew it all. He experienced it all. He felt it all. As completely God, Jesus could have claimed his authority the moment he stepped on the scene, but instead, he submitted to the great redemptive story the Father had written. Jesus, the Son of Man, lived the life we could not. He was completely devoted to the Father's will, perfectly in tune with the power of the Holy Spirit, and was in constant communion with his Father. Without Jesus' perfect life, there would not have been a perfect sacrifice. The Son of Man, who came not to be served but to serve, would walk the road to lay down his sinless life in order to redeem our broken lives back to the Father.